Hi there, and welcome to Coderash with Gaurav, where we break down AI tools, trends, and updates into consumable chunks. In today's video, we are going to look at Codex. We are going to try our hands on Codex for the first time, and we are going to build a mini project and see how much is the difference between using Claude and Cursor versus Codex now. We're going to look at some plugins, automation, and skill scalability that comes along with the Codex. And we're also going to build a mini project or a website for listing down the time travel related concepts. So if you are a fan of sci-fi, if you follow time travel as a concept, and if you like quantum physics, this is going to be an interesting video for you. So do stay with me till the end of the video and let's get started.
We are on the landing screen of Codex after the installation. I have created a new project called Time Travel. The interface is a mix of many tools I feel. From Claude Code's pure CLI interface to Cursor's full-blown ID experience, Codex looks like a good balance. We have a plan mode here and option to add files for context for the prompt, and setting to govern the control on the permission to run commands while the task is running. The choice of models is defaulted to GPT 5.5, and that's what we will use for this demo. The other models are a few variants of GPT. You can choose according to the complexity of the task and cost optimization. Overall, it is a standalone installer and a primary agent chat interface, but you can also install Codex as extension for IDE like VS Code. The current workspace can be opened in a bunch of editors directly via this option. We have an option here to launch terminal to run commands and a git diff summary. And like any other agent chat tool, we can give voice input as well. Let's check out the most interesting part, plugins and automations. With Codex, you can many plugins for daily productivity, software development cycle, or business and payment related plugins. These plugins, while connecting to external systems, can help you build a complex and well-integrated system with a breeze. For example, build an app with Codex and with Versal integration, you can deploy that right away, along with integrating a payments gateway. Building iOS apps or Android apps becomes easy with plugins. Design with Codex, first using design plugins like Canva and Figma before you can start asking the agent to write the code. And a lot of daily productivity tools like Slack, Teams, GitHub, Google Calendar are available so that you can simply ask about what is happening in the ecosystem, schedule follow-ups, generate PR summaries, and research using various research-specific tools as well. What I like about Codex is especially the automations. Let's take an example of a senior architect or team lead who wants to know what PRs got merged yesterday, and they want to analyze the outcomes, bugs, and generate daily or weekly updates. You can automate such tasks with integrations with external tools, and your analysis is ready on a cadence in an automated fashion. Now that we are familiar with Codex, let's get back to the app we are going to build today. We have a blank project here named Time Travel. We are going to do a spec-driven code generation today. So for this, I have generated a spec already and kept it in the project's root folder as a requirements.md file. Let's review that. We want to create a responsive, single-page website to list down and explain time travel-related concepts, and to keep it real, we want to call out what is proven, what's theory, and what's purely a speculation. The target audience are students, learners, and curious folks like me who have a deep interest in quantum physics and time travel-related concepts. We also want the website to be interactive with a few WebGL animations of the black hole and a wormhole, also called as an Einstein-Rosen bridge. We want an interactive time dilation calculator that tells us the time dilation with respect to the object speed. We have a few specifications about the stack, and we want this to be just JavaScript and no dependency on any UI framework other than Three.js for WebGL animations. We want to include sections for time travel paradoxes as a simple explanations. Also a dedicated section about the concept of parallel universe and multiverse. We want a table of comparison of what's proven and what's not. We want a further read section to mention topics that can be read about further to this. We have a clearly defined acceptance criteria, and that makes it very clear to the agent and the model what is to be built without any ambiguity. Not just the technical spec, we have also defined the tone and mood of the content so that it caters students. We have some quality checks and a definition of completeness. And that's how typically in a SDLC process, you would go about developing a new app or a feature. Now that our spec is detailed and complete, let's just jump onto Codex Agent Chat and start building the app. We are doing a bit of detailed spec-driven code generation here. But with Codex, I have tried starting with vague statements like, let's build a board game or let's build a shopping app. It did a great job, though it was iterative and I had to keep adding some corrections. But the first outcome was very close to what I wanted. Codex has a lot of skills shipped along with its base version, which it uses while working on a task. I noticed one thing with Codex that the intermediate responses before the task is done that are shown to the developer are not as verbose as in Claude Code or Cursor. Let's hope the final outcome is better. Codex has generated a layout as an image for the overall website. We could have used the image generation and design skill just to finalize on the design first. And that's how typically in an SDLC process you would also do. But for this video, we are not very specific about the design, so we are going to rely on the agent. Index file is generated as that is the only output we expect. Codex is now generating a few test cases via Playwright and validating by taking screenshots. We are almost done. I am running the code generation process in 5x speed and I felt it took longer than my experiences with Claude and Cursor. Time to test the output. The basics of web design are met. I see a top navigation bar, which should get auto-highlighted as I scroll. I see the home page redirection logo on the left. There is a Three.js-based animation on the right as the hero section, and overall the first glance, and the hero section looks good. We see a summary of what time travel is, and the legend to know what's already possible, what is theoretical and what is speculation. We have a clear marking of what's real and what is fantasy in this. And that's what we wanted, a website that states facts, generates interest, and doesn't glorify speculations. We have the basis of everything, the theory of relativity and time dilation explained, and we also have a calculator to understand the relation between the speed of light and time dilation. If you are traveling at a speed closer to the speed of light in a spaceship and go for a spacewalk and come back after some time, how many years on the Earth would have elapsed, and how many you would have experienced? That's time travel into the future. We also have some explanations about why the speed of light impact the time and how gravitational time dilation impacts GPS satellites. Let's check out the next section about black holes, where we should expect a WebGL animation. A black hole has a layers of rings around it, and our animation shows that. We can also adjust the animation and the black hole properties by changing the mass, rotation speed, and brightness. This is cool and something we didn't actually ask for, but it looks and works great. Such interactivity is a bonus for educational websites. Let's move on to the next animated section, that is, wormholes or the Einstein-Rosen bridges. Here we see a description of what it is and a highlight on the section that this concept is theoretical. This is the most fascinating part of the time travel I like. If you have seen the Dark series on Netflix, you know what I mean. Here as well we have an interactive control to play around with the depth and travel duration of the wormhole. Here we have an explanation of why this concept is theoretical. For sustaining wormholes and keep them rotating, we need a dark matter or exotic matter to produce the amount of energy it needs, and that is available only on paper and it is not practical. The concept of parallel universe, multiverse, and alternative timelines is explained with a note of caution that it is a concept full of speculations. A key topic of paradoxes is included covering the most popular paradoxes, like the grandfather paradox and the bootstrap paradox. And as a reality check and to clearly state what's proven, what is theory and what is merely a speculation, we have a table here that clearly mentions that. Now this outcome and the first draft that we have got here is much better than Claude Code or Cursor, in my experience. Why the code generation maybe Codex was not very verbose, but the quality of the output, the images, animations, and the content is amazing. On the whole website, I would like to add an animated Milky Way rotational effect as a background, and it would be nice to have some links to read more and sources of information. What do you think we can add as a feature to this website? Let me know in the comments. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe if you are new to the channel and follow for more such videos. Let me know in the comments which of the tools among Claude Code, Cursor or Codex has won the battle for you and which one do you prefer. I will see you in the next video. Till then, have a good one.